Hello, everyone. I still hear fireworks. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the year 2020. It is January 1st, and I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great year. So, this is going to be your 5-minute forecast for the year ahead. Hello, Aries. I pick up my tarot box of all the different cards, but I can't because there's a tiny little kitty behind it that has her face smushed into the box. So I can't pick up the box. I will wake her up if I pick up the box. So I'm gonna pick a card for you. I'm gonna pick this deck, which I have never used on the channel. I don't even know the name of it. This is a beautiful deck that I really love, but for some reason I've never used it in a reading. And I've had it for a long, long time. So you're the first. And I am going to pick out 12 cards for you for the year, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I have given you one card for each month. Now I know why I don't use this deck, and now I know how much I love it and why I picked it. Okay, I'm going to start with January. January has the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is about competition. So I don't know if this is going to be for you a competition for romance or a competition for work or both, but you're starting off the month right away. A lot of people start the month in January either partying or relaxing or starting to get back to work, but yours is starting with a bang. You're already jumping into a competition or putting your name out for a job or some kind of contest, but you do have a competition, and it looks like it's going to be a really literally heated competition. It looks like it's going to be a lot of people who are qualified for the same thing that you're going for. So don't be surprised. Whoever gets it, they're going to deserve it because there's a lot of qualified applicants. Okay. Then for February, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Now, when it is like this, it's heartache and worry and stress and feeling like you're not good enough and all that stuff that really gets to your soul, gets to your heart. And this is in reverse. So this is about overcoming the past, overcoming past hurts, hurt falling away and just saying, you know what, I'm going to let go of it now. This is about it, the hurt going away. It's also about if you have some kind of illness, especially if it's a heart illness. This is about getting better and recovering and just kind of like letting some of that go, letting go of some of the pain of your life. And it's just a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. It's a great deck. And it's a great way for you to say, hey, I'm going to let go of a lot of these things, especially with the competition, whether you win or whether you lose. Afterwards, you're going to be letting go of a lot of this. Am I good enough? Yes, you're good enough. Maybe you're not even going to get the job. Maybe you're not even going to get the girl or the guy or whatever. But you know after that competition that you are good enough. Okay. And you also know that you can let go of some of the pain from the past in February. All right. Feeling better about yourself. And then in January, February, March. This is March. You have the 10 of Wands. This is carrying a lot of work. Look at this guy. He is carrying a very heavy burden and it is growing out of him. So he is giving a lot of his essence, to the world. And that is about you finishing a project, maybe even finishing a relationship and saying, this is too much for me, I'm carrying too much. This is about you finishing something and then moving on and feeling so much freer after it's over. Okay. That's about March, finishing something and you're completing it and you feel great. And then April, you have the King of Cups. Look at this guy. The King of Cups is about you feeling really good and feeling in control of your emotions, and you have so much love to give that you're giving it to other people. Okay? So after you let go of your burdens the month before, in March, you're feeling like, okay, I feel so much lighter now. I feel like things are better with me. I feel like I feel strong enough to take care of other people. That's in your April. Okay? In your April, you're feeling like a king or a queen. Okay, then you have May, you have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about working really hard and accomplishing a lot of stuff, but making it look easy. And other people look at you and say, well, they just naturally know what to do. They just naturally are in control of their universe. And then behind the scenes, you're like, no, it's not easy. I'm working my butt off. And you think it's easy, but it's not. So this is about you taking control of your life. And then you have June. June is great June is the 9 of clubs. So over here you had the 10 of clubs where you have this giant burden and you're letting it down. And this is about you picking up something else that you want to carry, but you're really excited about it and you're really in control and you're really fighting. Saying, this is my baby, I'm really proud of it, I really want to bring it out to the world, I'm really confident, and I'm really sure that what I'm doing is great. The 9 of clubs. A lot of times when you see cards with the 9 of clubs, it's somebody who is feeling like they have a big burden and they don't know what to do. But this one, she obviously knows what to do. She obviously feels cool about it. She obviously is like, yeah, I got this. So that's great. That's about you picking up another big project, another big relationship, or another big, like you might be even getting out of one heavy relationship and jumping into another one after like 2 months after, when you have a little bit more, you take a little space, but then you jump right back into another big relationship. You finish this giant job and then you jump back into another giant job because you feel like you can handle it, because you have this whole month where you feel like a king or a queen. And you have the temperance where you're really pulling it all together. So good for you. Then in July, you have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Now, so far, every sign that I've done has something happening in July. So it's not surprising to me to see this. Now, when it's the 3 of Cups, it's about celebrating and feeling like, yeah, let's go out and party. Yours is in reverse. I really feel like globally something is going to happen in July. That's going to be a big bummer for everybody. And then afterwards, when you want to party, even if you have a celebration, even if you're done this thing and you're saying, okay, I'm done this project, or I'm almost done and I'm ready to let loose, it's just not appropriate to do it at that time. It's not appropriate to party because of what's happening outside of your life globally. Okay? So you have a reason to celebrate, but you're not going to go out and do it because it's not appropriate. Now, in August, you have the Page of Cups. You have the Page of Cups, which is great. That is about good news, really good news. All right? So here you have a reason to celebrate, but you're kind of keeping on the down low because you don't want to be rude to people who aren't celebrating. And then over here you have another reason to celebrate. You have good news. Great. And I think it's because of all that hard work that you were doing in May and June. And also in March. Then the next one that you have is the Death card. And this is a beautiful transformation card. It shows the beauty of transformation. She's turning into butterflies. So this is about you transforming. You get the good news the month before, and then you transform. All right? This could be about a promotion with all that hard work that you're doing. This could be about a promotion. It could also just be about you. If something's happening globally, then you're saying, I'm going to rise above that and just take care of my own personal life and just take care of all this good news that I have. Like, I mean, you have a reason to party, then you get good news, you're working your behind off, and people are noticing, and you're going to be having a really good time while other people around you might not. Okay? So this is about transformation and becoming even better than you were before, which could be a promotion, or it could be a marriage. It could also be like with these months before, that you're getting married and you're really happy, or you're having a baby and you're really happy, and you're going on vacation or something and you're really happy, but you're just not letting everybody know. You're just keeping it to yourself. Now, in October, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about learning something. It's about taking classes, or a teacher, or God and spirituality. But for you, with this card, what I'm feeling is that you are teaching yourself. You are learning things and you are growing. You're like really growing fast spiritually. You're going through a lot. It has to do with in May that you start like really working hard and transforming your life. And then the effects come about 6 months later, where you really have worked hard and now you're reaping the benefits of it. And now you might start teaching others how to do that. You might become a mentor because of the fact that we have the Hierophant card, but I feel like it's a lot about you. It's a lot about your spirituality, and also that you might be becoming a teacher. Now, here we have for November, the Devil card. Now, this is about you not getting too cocky about the fact that you are doing a lot better than others around you, and that you're putting in a lot of work and other people are just taking that for granted and saying they just have that ability. And you're like, no, I'm really working hard. But you don't want to get too cocky about it, and you don't want to start saying to other people, well, this is how you do everything. This is how you do this and this is how you do that, because you do have the Hierophant where you're teaching people, but you don't want to get too cocky about it and say, I have all the answers. You should just say, like, I have these XYZ answers, or I have tried this and it works for me. Don't get too cocky in November, because a lot of people are not going to be doing as well as you. Okay? Now, in December, you have this card here. This is the Ace of Wands, and this is about a new excitement, a new passion. Okay, it could also be, like I said before, like a promotion, where you're gearing towards a promotion and you don't want to say to people the month before, well, I know I got this in the bag or whatever. You could have a new promotion. For some of you, definitely a pregnancy, definitely. So it's going to be a new excitement or a new relationship, but it's something new, it's something big, and you earned it, and you've worked hard all year, and you deserve it. Okay, now the thing that you need to worry about, or that you need to watch out for, is the Two of Cups. Okay, the Two of Cups is about a soulmate relationship. Now, I noticed before that a lot of these cards is just you. And so the only card that you have with another person in it is this one here with the celebration, and it's upside down. So what that means to me is that, yes, you're going through a lot of growth and you're going through a lot of transformation, and other people might not understand that because they're not going through the same thing as you. Especially your partner might not understand that you are going in leaps and bounds and they are not. So be really careful. Now, it's not upside down, so it's not saying that you're going to be fighting necessarily. It's just saying that's something to look out for. It's a soulmate connection. So you do have a connection with someone, and it's saying that you need to focus on them as well. And like I said before, you're going to be doing better than a lot of people. So make sure that you look at the relationships in your life and don't just automatically assume that they're doing as well as you, and look out for them. Now, this is not, like I said, it's not upside down. So I'm not really thinking that you're going to be necessarily fighting with someone. I'm just saying that remember that relationship and remember that person and try to help them out, especially since you have the King of Cups in April, which is about giving to other people and giving other people some love. So that is a great time to do that, to focus on other people and give them some love when they're not doing as well as you. Okay, because a lot of this year is focused on you and your huge growth, and not everyone's going to be having that. Okay. Now, also, this is telling me that if you don't have a soulmate connection, if you don't have a relationship with someone, and you do spend a lot of time by yourself, this might be a really good time to look for someone else, to look for a soulmate. Even if you don't date and you're not into that whole thing, it's a great time for you to find someone else, relationship-wise or friendship-wise or just career-wise or something. Somebody who's on the same path as you, somebody who's growing like you're growing, because this is a great time to find a soulmate, whether that's a friend or a lover. It's a perfect time for you to say, I used to be over here and now I'm over here, and I need someone new in my life that's at that level, because you can get lonely when you're doing all this stuff and no one else is coming along with you. It's a good time for you to find someone new that's going to add to your life. Okay. Now, the thing that you will not notice that's coming for you is the Chariot, and this is fast progress. This is something that's going to hit you out of the blue. All of a sudden, one day, you're going to get massive fast progress and not even know where it comes from. Don't be surprised if it happens in July, but you're going to have, because everybody else has like sadness in July or whatever, you have celebration that's hidden. So if fast progress comes and hits you, it's going to be either in July or in around the time that you have this Temperance card where you're starting to get your life together in May. So July or May are good times for you to, and also September are good times of growth for you. So don't be surprised if you suddenly find yourself like zooming down a chariot. And don't be afraid, because you're going to somewhere really, really great. You're going to be growing. And you might, like I said, you might want to find somebody new that's at that area that you arrive at. Okay, so that's it for you. I'm going to just give you really quickly a spiritual card and I keep saying 5-minute tarot, and everybody's ends up being like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to edit them down. Here you have a disconnect and boredom. That's your spiritual card, disconnect and boredom. That is going to happen in January and February, you're going to be feeling like, okay, I'm competing with other people. I'm kind of bored. I need to step up. I'm growing. I need to go somewhere else. I need to do something else. So the disconnect and the boredom is going to happen in the first 2 months. That's going to be great for you because it's going to open up a whole new world. Now your fate card is going to be, what is your fate? Let's find out. This is good for you. Not everybody's year is this good. You got 2. So I'm going to give you your fate card. This one says you are safe from harm. And that's what I'm talking about. You're going to do much better than other people. Don't get cocky about it, especially not in November. And the other card that you have is a sly and subtle approach is needed. A sly and subtle approach, because you have, especially at the competition, you've got this big fiery competition where you might want to be subtle and go under behind the scenes and just kind of be more subtle. And even with the death card that you have a really subtle changes that make big efforts. Okay? And look at this girl. She is fighting, she's got the 9 of Wands, she's fighting this giant dragon, and she doesn't even look worried. She's just like, I can handle this. So she's just being subtle. She's not being like, there's a dragon! There's a dragon, what do I do? She's like, got it. I got this. So that's what you need to do. Just be subtle. And you already know you've got the Temperance card, so you already know that you're going to be able to handle anything. Okay, so have a great year, and I will see you soon.